Hi, everybody, it's Buzz. Here's your instant reactions FC Dallas perspective on USA versus England. Uh, Number one, I don't really have a man of the match because there wasn't somebody from Dallas that sort of fed into that idea for me. So instead, I want to talk about the what I thought were fantastic team conceptual tactics from Greg Berhalter in this one. Stu Holden tried to say it was a 4-4-2. Well, sort of is and sort of isn't. This is hybrid fluid formations. This is what we've been talking about. This since Lucci was coach here, right? Modern tactics, 4-3-3 base. When they were going into their defensive mid block, Pulisic's dropping into a wide position and the three in the midfield are shifting, and you get more of a 4-4-2 look. This is modern football tactics. FC Dallas does this. The national team has wanted to do this. Berhalter, since he took over, remember he did that right back thing when he first took over that didn't really pan out, but this one he did it, and it worked great. Pulisic dropping in when they're on defense and getting forward back into the 4-3-3 on offense. I love fluid tactics. Dallas does this under Nico through various different formations depending on who they're playing against. Something to watch when you watch FC Dallas in the future. We'll try and point it out when we see it because it's a really cool idea, modern idea. Number two, I continue to watch this national team and think, like probably most people, that one of the weakest spots for us is center back. It's a problem developing center backs in this country. It's a problem for FC Dallas developing center backs. Everyone thinks Chris Richards is going to be the guy eventually, but he's obviously hurt right now. So much about being a center back is game reading. You have to play and play and play and play to get that. Man, Dallas has not invested playing time in anyone to develop a center back. The U.S. doesn't have a guy that's played enough, that's quick, that's athletic. We're missing that guy. Even if Chris Richards is one guy, there's still another guy. There's still a hole. Not developing a center back has been an issue for like a decade now for this national team, and it's a problem for Desi Dallas and the national team. So there's that connection. Number three, look, I don't think my man Jesus is going to play in this World Cup. I'm not seeing it in the cards. By this point, there were some opportunities where I thought his game would have fit, and we haven't seen him. Berhalter was going with Sargent and Wright. Those are his choices. After the game, he said he'd like to see some goals, and then he tagged it with on set plays. Well, Jesus is short. He's not going to help you with that. So I imagine against Iran, who he thinks he'll outsize, probably you're going to see more Wright and more Sargent and not Jesus. It's a shame that the two guys from FC Dallas, Pepe and Jesus, who got you through qualifying, were then dropped at the end. It sucks for them, I guess. Maybe it's ruthless. I don't know, man. I don't like it. I think you got to dance with that then that brought you. You know, who got you there deserved the shot, not two guys that didn't do squat for you. But I'm sure someone will say I'm biased. Anyway, that's my instant reaction. Three things: FC Dallas perspective, USA versus England. Hope you enjoyed that. We'll talk again soon.